Hello, today we are going to be learning to make a clay cupcake. And the way I like to start is by getting just a chunk of clay and making a sphere. And I just tap the clay together. If I notice that it has a few cracks in it, I massage a little bit of water into it until I have a nice round sphere. That's what I'm trying to make. And then what I do next is I turn this sphere into a cylinder. The way I do that is I just roll it so that it makes a nice cylinder, kind of like a little soda can. And then I take that cylinder and I tap so it's flat on the bottom, but we want it rounded at the top. I'm just going to set that aside. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a slab, and this is going to be for the frosting. Now I don't think I have enough there, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more. Looks like I need to massage some water into it. It's a little bit cracked. And move that over there. And I'm going to take this clay, oh it's nice and squishy now, and I'm going to flatten it out into a slab. And a slab is really just a flat piece of clay. You could use a roller, but I find that my hand usually does the trick. Now this is kind of a wonky shape right here, so I'm going to fix it up a little bit. Just kind of make it a little bit more uniform. It's going to help with my frosting later on. I'll just set those scraps aside. And you want it to be about the thickness of like a pancake. Not a cookie, not a tortilla, not a pizza, but about the thickness of a pancake all the way around. And then I'm going to take a little bit of water, I'm going to smooth out the edges. Now once I have that slab and it's smoothed out, what I do next is I'm going to just attach it to the top of the cupcake just to make sure it's going to fit. Make sure it's going to be the right size. Kind of looks like a little mushroom right at first. And that frosting came down too far, so I'm just going to trim it, pull that off. That's why I'm doing this, so I can make sure it's going to fit. And that's not really going to work. You know, with clay, if you have two pieces of clay and you put them side by side while they're wet, once they dry, they just fall apart. You have to do a special method called scoring and slipping to attach those two pieces of clay and kind of make them interlock. So let me show you what you do. You're going to take that frosting back off of there, just peel it off. And you're just going to use just something sharp. It could be a pencil, or I like to use the little bamboo skewers. And I'm just going to do some cross hatching. That's called score. And I'm going to do it to the frosting and to the top of the cupcake. And that's called scoring. Now I'm going to add slip. And slip is just adding a little bit of water to make it nice and slippery. And I'm going to do that to the frosting and to the cupcake. And then I'm going to take these and I'm going to squish them together, and I kind of twist a little bit. That gets all those little air pockets out. You see those little bubbles right there? That's good. You want all the air bubbles out. And once I've got it squished, I'm going to go ahead and smooth to make sure it's joined nice and firmly. I'm going to smooth that edge of my frosting. I like a nice thick frosting like that. Alright, now I've got the base of my cupcake and I have the frosting on my cupcake. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hollow it out, and I'm going to use this tool right here. I'm just going to carve out the clay like this. Just kind of dig it out. And I'm going to go pretty deep. I want to go all the way to where the frosting is. And notice I'm holding it in my hand. This keeps the frosting nice and rounded. We don't want to flatten that frosting. and I stick my finger in there, and I'm going to smooth things around. And the edges of the cupcake are about the thickness of my finger all the way around. Alright, now I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to tap it again. I'm ready to add something special to the top of my cupcake. Maybe I'll put a cherry on there, or maybe I'll put some whipped cream, or a strawberry, or maybe I'll do something silly like, I don't know, like a little duck or a little pig or something like that. Have fun with it. So I'm going to make a little cherry, and you can't just stick it on there. You have to, just like we did before, you have to score and slip. So score, and then I'm going to slip, and then I'm going to put it on there and kind of twist, and I'm going to smooth. Now this part's a little hard to smooth because those are tiny little places where they join. So I just use a tool to help me get in those grooves there. Remember, when you're attaching two pieces of clay, you have to score and slip, or they will just fall apart. Now that you've added something special, it's time to start adding textures to your clay. That adds all the final touches. And what I like to do is just take a little scrap of clay, and I just test things out, because I'm not sure what I want to do yet. And so I'm just going to test things out. Ooh, those are giving me some good ideas. I like that too. I think I'm going to use this, and I'm going to make the pattern on the base of the cupcake like this. I'll turn the fork over. It might work a little better. And as you're going along, you'll start to make discoveries and figure out what works and what doesn't work so well, and just adjust as needed. Now I'm getting a few little crumbs on here, so I'm going to peel those off because I think they're getting in the way a little bit. The nice thing about clay is if you do it and you don't love it, you can just rub it out and try something else. I'm trying not to get these textures on the frosting because I want to make sure that the frosting is nice and neat. I'm going to get all those little crumbs off of there as best I can. Okay, now I've got the texture for my cupcake base. I'm ready to put some kind of design up on top, and I really like these little polka dots. I think those are kind of fun. And I'm going to pick it up, move it around. And this is just like an ordinary marker lid from an old dried up marker. I like to use a lot of found objects to create texture. Just adding these little polka dots. This will give me something fun to paint later on when it's time to do more decoration. And I'm kind of straightening out my cupcake so it's not an oval shape. And the last thing I want to do is I want to put a little bit of texture up on top of my cherry, because sometimes the little cherry has that little X there where the stem used to be. And there is my cupcake. Now, right now this cupcake is going to need to sit out and dry, and after a while the cupcake, the moisture starts to evaporate, and the cupcake, though, when the moisture evaporates out of it, it starts to look like this. So this is when it's still wet, but this is when it's air dried. Now this is super fragile right now. We want to make sure that we are very careful with it, because if we were to drop it, it would shatter into a bunch of pieces. Once it has dried enough, you get to fire it. Here's another cupcake that's been fired, and it turns into this bright white. This one has whipped cream up on top and a different texture. And then finally, you get to start glazing it. And glaze is when you start to paint with special paint, and we'll get to explore and experiment with different kinds of glazes. This one has whipped cream up on top, and we'll get to play around with that, and we'll get to add to the selection of cupcakes. Have fun building your cupcakes. Can't wait to see what you do.